Yo, what is up, folks? TG here with a new twist on Izzet Phoenix. Borrowing a little bit of tech from Standard, and that is with Proft's Eidetic Memory. One in a blue legendary enchantment, enter the battlefield, draw a card, no maximum hand size, but then at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've drawn more than one card, put X +1/+1 count as a target creature you control, where X is the number of cards you've drawn at this turn, -1. Plays really, really well with Treasure Cruise, plays really well with Ledger Shredder, also lets you power up things like your Picklock Prancers so they actually attack for real damage. And importantly, and why it's kind of become popular in Izzet Phoenix now, is because of the vampires matchup. It lets you attack through Vein Ripper with your creatures. Is pretty strong. It's another way you punch damage out of nowhere on top of just being able to bring Phoenixes back from your graveyard. Gives you a way to kind of one shot some of the combo decks when normally you might struggle to finish them off in time. Around that, we have a pretty normal Izzet Phoenix deck. We've got our top cantrips, Consider, Opt, Sleight of Hand. We've got 2 copies of Spell Pierce for some interaction, a split of 3 and 1 for Firing Impulse and Torch the Tower, 4 copies of Lightning Axe, which lets you discard the Phoenixes as well, 5 on Hazard, which alongside the Jawari Disruption here gives you a couple of nice pieces of interaction that you can play as lands if you need to, but lets you keep your spell count high. The 4 Shredders, which again play really, really well with Eidetic Memory, Prankster, everything, and again, the Pranksters here become real threats with Proft's Eidetic Memory. The 4 Phoenixes and a Thrall Treasure Cruise. This is Explorer, the MTG Arena Pioneer equivalent format that we're playing, which means we don't have Temporal Trespass, which is actually another reason why I actually quite like Eidetic Memory here. Temporal Trespass is normally hey, cool, you bring some Phoenixes back, but then you go oh, I'm going to take an extra turn, I get to, all of a sudden I've got a bunch of damage out of nowhere. Proft's Eidetic Memory does a similar thing, without obviously the investment having to exile a bunch of cards to your graveyard, where you might want to use this for Cruise. And so the other thing here is that I'm playing 3 copies of Eidetic Memory, where normally you would probably just want to play 2. For the purposes of this video, I would like to draw it so we get to showcase it a little bit. And so, hey, that Trespass is a Eidetic Memory here. And the other card that you might want to consider is Galvanic Iteration, which is, again, really good with Trespass, but also plays Breezy World Cruise. But yeah, we're on the Eidetic Memory plan here. Lands, very straightforward. 4 vents, 4 canals, 4 pathways, and Atawara, 2 islands, a hall, and a storm card Coast. And yeah, going to take this into some Explorer ranked matches. I'll go through the sideboard. I'm probably going to play best of 1 here, but 1 Aether Gust, 1 Negate, 1 Brazen Moira. Ashiok doing 2 things here, being a repeatable way to mill yourself to find your Phoenixes, while also being able to exile your opponent's graveyard. 2 Drakes versus decks that want to pull into Rest in Peace, things like Blue-White Control. Firing Impulse, the 4th one versus Aggro. Disdainful Stroke for control, or things like Ramps become a bit more popular as Fires. Niv, 5-color Niv does get played on Arena, but not as much. It's not the Bring to Light. The deck's just worse on Arena than it is in paper or on Magic Online. 2 Environments as additional threats, a couple of disputes for blue decks. A Beaker Bolt, a nice big repeatable removal spell, and then 1 Prismari Command lets you get some cross damage versus some of the decks wanting to play artifacts. Pretty nice. And yeah, I'm going to take this into some ranked matches, see how it goes. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It makes me want to keep posting videos and stuff. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, first match here with Proft Phoenix. Pretty decent open. We don't have red souls, but we have a couple of ways to kind of dig for one. I think I'm going to keep. I'm going to maybe let's regret this. Alright. Opponent did mulligan as well. Spear. Okay. We're in, this is fast pressure. I'm going to lead this, so you need to remember to play the hall next turn. I say fast pressure. Not as fast as some of the other stuff you can do. That's an interesting one. Not a card you see very often. It does enable all the Spectral stuff really well. Sure. Okay, Goldhound. Wolverine. This is no, it's a treasure, not a goblin though. A Torbrand's gonna get wasted, that's fine. I think we just opt here, try and find a stone wall kind of effect. This is going to slow things down over time. We don't really want to get hit by this. But it's probably going to connect at least 1. Firing Impulse, happy to have that. That's all good. Sure. Franks is nice. I'm just going to get rid of the Spear Checker now. The Goldhound lets them... Oh... I think that's fine. If they go sacrifice the Gorehound to make a Torbrand, here we have the Lightning Axe. Even though it looks kind of skewish. Okay. And we get a Ledger Shredder 2. I feel fine about that. I don't think it's likely we get much value of the Spell Pierce here. I'm gonna go ahead and main phase Lightning Axe here. We'll discard the Spell Pierce. Shame we don't get to draw the card first. The Spell Pierce does catch some stuff. It's losing value as it gets full mana. I think I do get rid of the Auto War. Alright. Bonus copy of Cruise can go in the bin. That's fine. Got a T-file, which survives pretty much everything. I don't think it's likely with the configuration that they're alley. The speed is still a mystery to me, but hey, this being able to like let you like make a tall brand of turn is pretty cool. If you're doing like bigger red stuff, but this is still yeah. Again, like triggers all your spectacle things, but not really a card that gets played in Pioneer for that much. Alright, cool. Be a little proactive this time. I think I do want to get rid of the Spell Pierce now. Oh, they're on a Flamer Kel build. Interesting. This card's really cool. Ew. This is not so cool. This card's in our graveyard. Huh. They're gonna have to take some damage to do this. So Flamer Kel, discard a hand, they draw 2 cards, then Red Source. It's just like a normal Saga, so they can't like skip ahead. This does some damage though. You try and damage race here, but I want to be a little bit more careful. One thing is we don't have a land. I think that we're on 17. We're like pretty healthy here. I think I'm willing to have a look at it at least. Do we go Pranks to go to 13 and then go to 11 here? Okay. Let's do this. We'll dump the Phoenix. Alright, and we can take the Fiery Impulse. It's fine. Okay, we'll shoot this off. We're probably at 11. But our plan is to try and finish the game quickly. The first step here makes them discard cards. This isn't doing damage just for a little bit. I'm going to draw cards the next turn, but we're hoping to be able to set up something there. Play with fire, they can now upkeep. Kind of nice they've set us up here to be able to do this. They're going to fire up at us. Fine. They're going to get a card here, which they've got to scry with the play with fire. They're then going to draw 3 cards on their next turn. See what this is. Either one's an interesting one. 7 to 5. Okay. And this card's considered. The reason for that is that we've got 8 damage here. With the Idol in play, they can only cast a certain number of spells. So that is fine. I think it still makes sense for us to cruise. So I'll cast this. Let's get rid of the land, the Alwara. All these ops, the Spell Pierce. Consider. So we hit. Oh, we hit Profts. That's lethal, right? We'll take some damage to this. Hey, we get to see that card loop in our deck. Do the most possible then. Boom. Alright, nice. That's probably data memory. Alright, second match here. We have the disruption, but and the hazard. No companion on the other side. I can keep this. A bit awkward with the lands, but I think given like situation, you probably want to play the hazard and then have the disruption. More likely to be relevant overall. Unless we see something. As is, I think we can just leave it with this. Maybe we think that's some other. They think we're some other red deck. Okay, that's a forest. Oh, I immediately get punished for this. Okay. We really don't want to X-Line or off. Okay. So go here. We've got the disruption. If there's something good to the disruption. If not, we're just going to fire off this big transfer and try and assemble a clock quickly. And the disruption can be useful later. Like they really want to cast like 5 drops and 6 drops. This should be a good window for us. But hey, we can always use like to kill the line or off later. We're also like liable to find a removal spell. Yeah, I appreciate the Pixel Forest dedication to the cause. Nothing for this. The go angle. So if we can, unless we cut them to 4, maybe 5 mana. If we let it resolve, we can Prankster, get a bunch of information. With Spell Pierce, which does hit some of the things they can do. This is like an actual tough decision, I feel like. I'm gonna let this resolve. Probably because like we have some removal spells to kind of limit them on mana, but it's a bit of a weird one. As I'll take this Fire Impulse. Okay. We have this Disruption. We should kill one of these. I think we actually now, because the other thing is that like we're not guaranteed to land. So I think in this situation we want to go ahead and do this. And have the Spell Pierce up to catch something. Hope that's decent. With double cruise, like we could pitch one of these here, but hey. As the next boss, Cavalier is what we kind of don't want to see. That's gonna resolve. Alright. Yeah, those things are like, wait, hey, we can counter the elf here. But in this situation, like obviously biases and stuff. 5, this next boss gives a lot of mana. I have a lot of green devotion deck as well I want to showcase fairly soon. This doesn't kill us right now. I don't want to burn it to kill an elf right this second. Like, okay. Oh gosh, we were in a boatload of trouble. Go ahead and slay hands. 4, 5 cards. I guess I want to consider this one. We drew the bonus by looking at. Yeah, we have like nothing. Alright. Yeah, I was hoping this would be like a Nissa. We could Spell Pierce or something. Like if they found like the extra mana to get to Storm. But I don't feel like there was like tons of extra stuff we could have done here. This game is undoubtedly over. Let's see what they have for this. Yeah, this is like an awkward situation. If I fire off the counter spell, they have 2 elves in play. We can untap and like we have a lightning axe which you can use to kill one. We're down a bunch of cards anyway at that point. Sure. If I respond to this. I'm gonna do this so we've got a good cruise next turn. And the trigger still resolve, they still get this, they don't get the extra bit though. Blaze is quite interesting in green here though. I say like they don't have a million mana, and they do have a million mana, but you know. I just want to see like one more pair of cards, and we'll pick the cards up. Alright, okay. Still the festival for what exactly? That'll do it. Yeah, double Cavalier is going to be. Alright, third match. Yeah, Mono Green's still very much alive and well, and pretty tricky from our side. Maybe I was a little too reactive there and should just been like, alright, we'll just proactively kill the mana, kill the elf, just keep doing our thing. We'll keep this. It's like fairly solid. And I'm gonna just lead off with a Slayer hand. Try and do our thing. I'll grab the third land here. The Suncarved Coast will hopefully serve us well. I'm like fairly happy to just slam Legend Shredder onto Templegon into Elf. It would be rude not to just burn this, and also greedy not to just burn this. And we'll save our Shredder for another turn. But yeah, I feel like it's important. Avalon Angel or Guider. Okay. Alright, we got Proft here. We got Shredder. We will just impulse away. Alright, Angels is tough if they can get out ahead. This actually really helps a lot. I think I want Profts to try and end the game quickly, so I'm going to discard one of these pranksters. And we'll see how this goes. New Guider. And an Elf. Yeah. I'll discard one of the axes. I don't have access to like crews and stuff, which is going to be pretty tricky. No, not crews. They're going to have access to company, which is going to be a problem. I'm going to prankster here. I want some information. Okay, crews is got some real upside. Oh, the Spell Pierce stops some nonsense as well, though. Oh, this feels so bad because they don't have the company. This is like such a good chance they don't have the company. We can also kill some important cards. I mean, have to make a decision here. So I think that I'm going to do that. We can cruise into memory next turn, actually. Go to combat. If need be, we could put the memory back, but I'll pass like this. If they have the company, then A. Valkyrie here will resolve. And depending on what else we have, we maybe just kill the Valkyrie. I'd love to be able to before we kill the Valkyrie, though. Oh, gosh. Let's resolve this. So, Phoenix in the bin. Let's kill the one in play then. Discard a card. We're going to discard the Eidetic memory here. We've got 3 in the deck. We can find another one for sure. And this is still pretty big. Okay. Go ahead and cruise. So, we get rid of the Profts. We get rid of the Steam Vents. We get rid of the Prankster. Sleight of Hand. The Spell Pierce. And one of these actions. Well, we found Profts. I'm gonna cast the. I would like to find a removal spell for this spell. Oh. Proft's a lot here, but not quite enough. Okay, we found a lightning axe. Alright, we have some stuff. We're also shields down. And like, we've got a couple of situations here where like, oh yeah, we can use Proft. Like, Proft here makes like the treasure 10-10. That's worse than leaving the Valkyrie in play though. I will cast this. Alright, yeah. Nice. Alright, currently 2-1 going into game 4. Hey, double lightning axe. If this is only like the last game, this would be a great hand to keep. So yeah, we'll keep this. It has some weaknesses versus like decks without creatures. Oh, speaking of which, that is a swamp. Oh, if there's a deck this hand is bad against, it's definitely Waste Not. Oh, okay. Waste Not with Etherborn though. Now we're cooking. I kind of avoided doing a deck on like the new mono black Federation deck. I say new. It's like new, in that it's just kind of got some new like a couple of new tools. Okay, nice. Oh, Rat DOS vampires, but with a bit more vampire stuff. Aetherborn is very solid. So we have an Arclight Phoenix. Let's cast this off. And on the bottom. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's fire impulse here. Trigger. Uh So we can torch our shredder to bring back a Phoenix. Doesn't really seem worth to me. We're gonna be able to cruise like a turn or so. Oh, actually, that is actually a good reason to maybe cast this torch. Oh, this is jank as anything, but yeah. This gets another card in our graveyard. We get closer to getting this cruise online, and to be honest, we're at the stage of the game where hey, this torch tower is like kind of falling off a little. We're still only at 5 cards on the graveyard, but with the Ledger Shredder in play, like we should be able to do something. And this puts a reasonable clock on our opponent. This is how I'm defending this anyway. We'll see how well it goes. They pitched a couple of lands. So the caveat is that they go Sorin, Bane Ripper, then yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. But even then, this play is actually a little better versus that then. Alright, Shredder in the bin, but that makes the Treasure Cruise better. Thoughtseize of the Treasure Cruise is brutal. We have some decent draws. Given that they're going to have some hand disruption, we should just use a... Trying to kind of sandbag our cantrips is a little bit of a recipe for disaster. The Phoenix into hand. 1, 2. They're on 14. 1, 2, 3 turn clock. I don't know about the axe. I don't think they have a thing. Oh, they do have the Fable, which will flip. Okay. It's awkward. This is like a, hey, we can bring the Phoenix back then. Depends if there's something good with this. But lightning axing, them untapping reflection is pretty dangerous for us. So using this to kill it here, and then hoping to kind of like, hey, we'll walk through another set of cantrips. This Sorin. Okay.
Consider yourself fortunate.
The game plan. Are you just making a token? Okay. Alright, in that case, let's draw an art turn. Cast a sleight of hand. That is nice, but I'll take sleight here. Okay. A sleight of hand again. Now I do want the opt. I think we go Lightning Axe, discarding Phoenix, target this. And then we get to send both Phoenixes at Sorin. Now, if they have push, they can kill a Phoenix and the Sorin lives. They block here. And if not, then. Alright, okay. This is all good with us. We're still kind of playing off the top a little bit. They only have 2 cards. Okay. have a cantrip to be working with. But this is like a vampire heavy spin on vampires. You've not seen like the traditional kind of other Saurian Bane Ripper. Okay, this is the Bloodside Harvester. I was about to say we've not seen any of these yet. Okay. Yesterday the Porter's the Jerry Thompson Invitational card apparently. So counts it out. But and there's the other Sauron. Okay. Alright. Are they shooting the Phoenix? Ooh. Okay. Let's see what we draw here. Steam events. We had an opt. Oh. Is this draw? Is this draw us a card? That shouldn't be the plan. Okay, consider. Oh, graveyard. Okay. Leave this on top. And we should not let this live. I'll keep this events for now. You might be one to discard to something. Stable. Uh, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna say go here, and the reason I'm just gonna prank stuff once we have more information. They kept that. That is not good for us. Hoplog. Means this card is likely to be a thing. Yeah. It is. Let's go ahead and free the thing. Okay. So they're currently on 10. Graveyard draw. Light? Not interested in this. Okay. I mean, this is awkward, obviously. Yeah. Discard. You like lose a bunch of life, again a bunch of life. At least you get the Phoenixes back. This still does present a lethal attack for next time. But yeah. A little awkward. But hey. I was so worried when we saw double Swarm Foot, and especially after the 8th one, I was like, we're just gonna get got here. This gives them 5 mana now. Okay, we get there. Yeah, this hand is waste, not we just instantly. Alright, last match with Izzet Phoenix. We're currently 3-1, looking to try and round it out. I'm gonna mulligan this one lander. He had some cantrips, but I don't really want to risk it. This looks pretty solid. And I think I'll keep a Spell Pierce and put this back. We'll see how it runs. I'm just gonna shot for events. Keep our options open. To try and make sure we hit our lands. Let's say go. Still Impulse, still Pierce. All good. Kinda don't just want to run the Ledger Shredder out and get it like tempo fatal pushed on our opponent's turn. Like I guess on our turn. We'll Spell Pierce though. We did draw into second Spell Pierce, so this feels pretty decent now. And then I think we play as There's the blue source. Make the Shredder and pass. Okay. Oh, they played a land. On. They played the land before they pushed. Feels bad. I'll go ahead and fire this off now. New go to disrupt and say go again. Another spell pierce like Fable, Sorin, some other stuff. Alright, sure. Elite and Immutable. Some of it's hard, like there's no real way to tell which variation they're playing from these cards. Oh, pissed. I should maybe just let them take it, to be fair. There's an argument for that. We'll keep the Spire Bluff, given that we have Ledger Shredder in play, but it's a little awkward. Land number 5 into Copter is okay. Over to us. I'll play the Canal. If they don't double spell and like we'll be just passing backwards and forwards, I'll just cast it up over here. Yeah. I remember DB like that. We have the Lightning Axe. It just feels bad. It could be worse, right? I guess it is now, because if we let them untap, they might kill as a response to the trigger. Oh, discarding the Fire Impulse might have been correct here. Please cure a response. So the way this works, I could kill this now. But I'd rather do it to get the time, I think. Yeah, not a spells cast. I guess in theory this could be an unknown. If this is a cantrip, then this is the correct play. We unfortunately have to let them create the Smuggler's Copter here. We don't want to let them to exile our Phoenix. Okay. And yeah, I'm not ready to talk about it in the video, but Phoenix is like kind of the best. Like these are the best decks in the format, pretty much. Oh, that's an unfortunate draw. Sorin, I can give the another one. Who's shot? Ah. Okay, well that's painful. Very awkward looking Profts. The worst bit is we don't have Tears of Valakut on this platform either. Tears of Valakut's the like uncounterable killer red creature. Sorry. Uncounterable 2-mana red spell that deals I have to turn it off, right? Yeah. That deals 5 damage to a creature, but it's uncounterable. It's a flying creature actually. Right, we cast Props. There's actually no way for us to do this. Is there? I don't believe so. I'm gonna cast this off though. Looking for like untapped land. Dead. And we can't kill the Vein Ripper here. Unfortunate. But 3-2 overall, not bad. Alright, quick little post-match wrap-up. Let me actually just move myself back. You know, I'll put myself here. Isn't that a fun spot? Local one, because I want to be at the bottom corner for deck tag normally, and then up here for show my graveyard and stuff. Anyway, yeah. Coast Phoenix, we went 3-2 overall. Like a little unfortunate with like the Raptors game there, but hey. Would say again that like, hey, this is a really solid deck. Like Phoenix is obviously one of the best decks of the format, if not the best deck. The Profts are really good. 2 is very standard. I played the third one. What I would recommend if you want to take this deck and play it on ladder, play it best of, whether that's best of 1 or best of 3, is cutting the Eidetic memory and putting in a Galvanic. Wait for it. Iteration here. This allows you, it even plays pretty well with, the interaction with Treasure Cruise is really, really strong. So this lets you pop in the next play you cast. Lets you like double up a removal spell. The power, like the huge superpower of it comes with Temporal Trespass. But it's still really, really good here. And actually, if you have the Prof's memory in play, you can go back in iteration, Treasure Cruise, draw 6, and all of a sudden you're getting 6 counters too. It's just a little bit more consistent. Like the Profs are really, really good, but you don't want to draw like multiples. And there are a couple of spots where I was like, hey, if this was something else, this would be okay. It not being an instant sorcery to trigger Phoenix is a little awkward at times. But yeah, deck is really, really solid. Played really, really well. Would recommend. Again, lots of different options, like sideboard options. Physics has kind of been just around for so long now that kind of everything's kind of like sorted out. The one thing again is that Tears of Valakut. I would definitely have a couple of copies in here if I was playing in paper or on Magic Online, but it's unfortunately not legal in on MTG Arena yet. That's just 1 in a red. 5 damage to a flying creature, can't be countered, so it gets through the Bane Ripper Ward trigger, which is pretty nice. But yeah, other than that, like super happy with the deck. Would definitely recommend. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, subscribe, share it around. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out. Take care.